Hey everybody, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to PV WolfCreek. Right, so let's get into gameplay, hey? Oh, and bring some sound on there, hopefully. Nope, I hit the wrong one. What am I like? Let me just go over to that one instead. There we go. Cool, so how you guys all doing today? Got a little bit of bail work to do today. Obviously, it's kind of a prelude to what's about to be released, really. Obviously, I don't unfortunately have early access, but it is what it is. Let me just repair this because this is getting on a bit. There's that, there's that. Hopefully that'll make life a little bit quicker and easier. So, gonna be good going down doing a bit of silage bale making today. Hopefully I can get all of it done and put away before the end of the stream. Should be able to. Only a couple of hours obviously today. Hopefully planning on streaming again over the weekend with my daughter. Maybe try and get a couple of hours maybe tomorrow morning. If not, maybe Sunday. But yeah, it's now early March for me. Obviously, I'm on a 3 day season cycle. So I've got a couple of fields already planted. Just have a quick look at that actually. And so obviously these two right here I've got planted with, oh heck, I cannot remember. If I remember rightly, it was rye, which is in this field, and some lavender. Obviously everything else I needed. Actually, I might try and get a corn one in as well before the end of this month. But everything else that I need really, I've got to wait till next month. It's like the earliest. So let's get this going. That's a little bit better. The only problem with this baler, it is really slow. So let me put that on cruise control and guide steering. So there we go. Hey, not so grumpy dwarf, how you doing? And Amethyst Neon Bodine, welcome guys, welcome. Right, let me give you a quick shout out. Not so grumpy. Not so underscore grumpy dwarf. There we go. Make sure to go over and check Mr. Not so Grumpy Dwarf. Obviously, as a fellow SGA member. Obviously, been doing a little bit of different games every now and again. Obviously, been playing Farm Sim. Obviously, had to have some time off due to real life um, illnesses and such. But yeah, great to see you guys again. So yeah, as I was mentioning, yep, we are going to be hopefully trying to do a second stream over the weekend for my daughter. She is kind of interested in Dinkum, which is kind of an interesting one. But yeah, so at some point I'm going to try and get hold of a copy of that for her. Yeah, actually, I wasn't sure if I was going to. My wife's not been feeling the greatest today, so I thought I'd try at least get some hours in this week for you guys. Obviously, there's not going to be any real updates to the maps now till obviously the new one is released. Um, I've started going through some of the additional factories, like the Dole factory, adding the palette visuals. I also was thinking of a vineyard storage, kind of like for your grapes and that, because there isn't anything in game currently. So I've made a start on a little shed, added some palette visuals and stuff like that. Just got to work out obviously the output side of things, whether it's going to be on pallets or actually have a pipe. Actually, at the minute I do have a pipe there. I've just got to get it working first of all. But yep, it is Friday once more, and obviously it's my 2 hour stream for today. I am hoping at some point to really get back into my regular 3 days. Obviously it is dependent on my wife being well enough to obviously take care of herself and obviously our daughter. Actually, a show you what I've actually been doing. So obviously, like I mentioned, the Dole factory. I have actually gone through a lot of time in my save game now. Got a fair bit of money together to actually purchase the Dole factory. That was one of the ones I mainly wanted. Obviously, visual wise, we're going to have input palettes coming in over here. I did change the trigger slightly in how it was laid out initially. You're very welcome, Not So Grumpy. So what you'll have, once you start adding your products into the triggers here, obviously you're going to have the different palette types showing in. Obviously I've only got about 20 on each, because that is what the current capacity is. It may, with the next map, end up being more than that, but obviously this is what I've done so far. And obviously you've got your pallets, empty pallets there as well. Obviously it's got the second trigger there. Obviously you've still got the fill planes there, exactly the same as it was previously. The only difference is now, obviously, in 19, Dave had the palette visuals sort of spawning around about the trigger, which is still over there. I might actually end up moving it over here, I'm not sure. But then again, it kind of gives no purpose to that area. But what I've actually done, and I know one or two people have seen this. Hey, Mr. Jababo, how are you doing, buddy? Let's give you a shout out, Mr. Jab. If I can spell your name right, Jababo. That looks about right. Okay. Thank you, Neon. You just beat me there. So yeah, as I was saying, palette visuals for output products have been added to this as well. This is the Dole factory. If I bring up F5, you can actually see the collisions of where they're going to be. So it's basically 4 stacks high. There's around about, I think it was 33 pallets in total, maybe a bit more. Actually, what does the capacity show in here on outputs? It doesn't have anything as yet. So that's where they'll basically show. Let me just turn that off a minute. I did actually increase the output capacity on these, by the way. So there you go, 45 pallets of each product for you guys coming out of this now. Obviously, I think it was set to about 20 initially. I just thought that was a little bit low on the output product-wise. I might actually end up filling this whole area up with pallets as well, but obviously at least for now you will get something, or when it's released. I might actually see if I can send it over to Dave before he does the final release on everything, because I know the government building's got to be updated at some point. These displays are great, I love them. So that's what I've been working on there. Obviously this is a nice little area I thought I'd pop it down in. Obviously did have to do a little bit of terraforming and stuff, or landscape should say. But what I've actually ended up decided doing is leaving the coffee as it is. The only problem is obviously unloading wise, my distance between each is quite tight. So hey Oppies, by the way, how you doing, buddy? Glad to hear you're doing well, Mr. Jababo. And by the way, for any of you guys who weren't aware, obviously Mr. Jababo will be showing off the oh heck, oh what's it called? The Vermeer pack, early access. That's the one. Thanks. I was getting there. My head's gone totally bonkers at the minute. Hey, Farmer Marks. Yeah, so Mr. Jababo is one of the guys who's going to be showing the Vermeer pack off. So make sure to check out Mr. Jab when he goes live. Next, also obviously Dave, Boomhauer, NBC Acres and Mr. Wheels also have early access. Obviously we will be raiding over to Dave today, who, as far as I'm aware, has a code and is pretty much getting ready to show that off today. Obviously, unfortunately, I decided to pass it off. I was kind of hoping Big Daddy might do it, but yeah, obviously Mr. Jab got there first, so it will be later tonight and this weekend. Okay, cool. Yeah, so make sure you click on Mr. Jababo's link, go over there, check it out when he does go live. Make sure that you are following him so you get notifications, guys, yeah? And obviously that does count for all the SGA guys, really. Another person, I think is Yosho's also got keys, but I'm not sure when and if he'll be streaming over the weekend. Obviously, Fact Sheet Friday Part 2 for the Vermeer pack is now out on the Giants website if you want to check out those last 2 items or a piece of equipment. make sure to check that out, as well as the free DLC, which is also coming on the same day, is going to be the new grape harvester. Make sure to go over and check that out. There is a video on YouTube that shows off a little bit. It's kind of nice actually. From the looks of it, it's got dual capacity, or extra capacity options to it. Obviously, until it's released, we'll have to wait and see really how they've set that one up. But yeah, with my coffee, actually, I've left them at exactly the same. What I will be doing is editing one of the small grape trailers to fit in here for unloading, I think, at some point. But apart from that, that's about all I've really done. Just been farming. I've gone through, I've ploughed up all my fields, got them ready. Obviously, got that first two fields planted already. One with lavender. It seems like the sowing cycle in 19 is kind of reversed to what it was in 19, which is kind of strange. So, like your wheat, your barley, oats and stuff like that seem to be later on in the year for planting compared to corn and everything else, or maize, should say. But yeah, for at least for today anyway, I'm going to be doing a little bit of silage bales. I do need to top up on them. But how are you guys all getting on so far with the update now that it's been released for what, almost a week? Obviously with the new government building, the power and everything, electricity. I know a few people have had a few issues with the changeover. And I will say I've actually tweaked this pickup a little bit, so it is a little bit bigger. One thing I might go through at some point is see if I can make it actually a little bit faster as well. So yeah, as you can see, just a little bit bigger. There we go. And somebody's blocked by an object. Oh well. No idea. So let's rotate you. There we go. Obviously, if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat as well. So, but yeah, obviously at some point over the next couple of days, Dave is hoping to be posting the kind of the final edition of WolfCreek on the SGA website. So obviously I do need to get that Dole factory over there. One other thing I have been working on, I've kind of got 2 or 3 projects going on all at once at the minute. Obviously one is going to be for the new map, and only for the new map, and that's the cotton gin factory. It's kind of using the same building as the paper factory on WolfCreek and all the other maps, but obviously I've retextured it so it does look a little bit different. Obviously the shape and everything's the same, but I've gone in, I've added different things to it just to give it its own unique little look. I'm hoping you guys are going to like it when it does get released with the new map. Obviously I've got still the pallets to sort out. Obviously I was hunting high and low for like US cotton gin, and there is not that many that I could find, to be honest. So I've ended up actually going with I think it's a British company. To be honest, I don't do gin and alcohol, so I wouldn't have. I'm probably the worst person for that side of things. But I've gone through. Obviously, yeah, like I said, I've got pallets just to finish off. Quick test of the actual factory to make sure it's not throwing any errors and that. And obviously that can be uploaded for Mr. Dave. So that's one project I'm doing for obviously the next map. Obviously I'm going through all the factories, updating it so they'll have, or most of them have, the palette visuals now added. Still got about maybe 6 or 7 or something left to go on that side of things. The other one I am currently working on is also the orchards as well. Actually, I just remembered about that, and I wonder if they took effect on here. So let me jump over here a sec. So the one I've done so far is apples. Okay, so yeah, we can see on this one anyway. Also, we're going to have your pallet stacks just here in this bay. It should... One thing I am going to do is actually tweak some of these capacities because they are not very big. Obviously, it says about, was it 10 pallets and 12 output goods. Hey, Vortex, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so obviously this is something else I've been adding. I might actually see if I can actually add more of capacity into these for the next map. Obviously it is going to be a 16x map, so you probably need bigger capacities. And obviously this is the output product so far. Obviously we've just added the apples so far. But each one of these little bays is going to have the same amount of pallets in each. From what I remember, there's going to be one left over. If I remember right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so I think it's going to be one bay is going to be left over without anything put into it. May end up putting like the stacks of herbicide and fertilizer into it. So yeah, yeah. I think the 12,000 liters. I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. Yeah. Obviously that is the maximum capacity that they are at the minute. So I'll probably definitely at least double, if not triple them. What's that? So 13, 30. So 13 times. If I do 3 high. Well, if I can fit 3 under there. We'll see. Anyway, it'll be like maybe 26 to 30. Is that right? 20, yeah, 13, 26, 39. So it could be up to about 39,000 litres on these. Maybe. We'll see. Obviously, that's just the first lot going in. Obviously, the pallets going in is going to be a lot on all these. Obviously, yeah, let's see. So, yeah, I could put a fair... I'm still considering putting pallets at the front here. Because obviously we do have... Let's see, there's solid fertilizer, lime, and herbicide pallets to be added, visual wise. Obviously they're going to be 50,000 litres worth. Yeah, so that's going to be a heck of a lot of pallets right there. May end up just doing like a, I don't know, 10, 20 pallets on each of them. And Jono, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so obviously that is something I have been working on. I haven't added any of the others yet. But if any of you guys are using these are great little signs. You can actually, on some of the smaller ones, just place them gently on the fence there. It actually makes quite a difference. Now, the only thing I do need to try and figure out, because obviously one of these is cherries, one was apples if I remember rightly. I need to be able to deactivate the certain pallets when they're selected. Yeah, because I think that's the apples, isn't it, that one? That one. Oh, that's the cherries, so they shouldn't be showing. So that's something I still need to figure out on how to deactivate at some point. Doing good. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Quite busy with things, trying to figure things out. But yeah, I think for the rest of today, I'm not going to do too much modding wise. Actually, what I will show you just quickly. Let me jump over to my desktop. And I can actually show you the current progress on the gin factory, if I can remember where the heck I put it. Desktop, desktop, desktop. Oh, let's go there. Desktop. So, cotton gin. This is the factory at the moment for you guys. And this is probably going to be the final version of it. So, front-wise, let me just zoom around a little bit. Obviously, it's going to be called Otterbeck Distillery, and that's pretty much the only one of a few I could find that have a actual bottle out on Google. So obviously, like I said, I have retextured the same building that Dave used for the paper factory. Obviously, I've got a little shed there. Obviously, the pallet should, once I fully test it, load in up here or spawn. On this side here is going to be your unloading area, and then loading on the other side. Hence why they've got a little barrier there. If I bring our plane in, you won't be able to see obviously that step because it is kind of a nuisance, I find. Let me up that, up that. So that is basically, you'd have to use your imagination a little bit. Obviously, that is basically where the level of it is going to be. Obviously, I've come through, added some detail. So obviously, I've got some like a stack of pallets being used there. Got some aircon. I've added some bins to this as well. The actual this is kind of like a storage, I suppose would be the best way of putting it, area. It's not going to be an actual storage, it's just like the output storage type thing. Obviously got a nice cooling fan for the gin. Obviously got a nice little pump truck there. Obviously one thing I was thinking is obviously all factories need like power coming in, so this is kind of like this is that sort of area. Obviously I've gone through, I've added a nice little fence to it. Obviously you've got some gates there, just a little, not actually going to be doing much. Might need to just budge that across a bit. We'll see. But yeah, that is it currently. Obviously, I don't know if I'll be able to get these working or not. It might be worth a try. And actually have the pallet spawning inside. I'll have to have a look at that later at some point. Because they can come off, to be honest. Let me have a look. Ah, the cheeky sods. They got a second door in there. Let me just check something a minute. Yeah, no, I'd have to take that into Blender somehow and remove the doors. Okay, that can stay as is. But yeah, that is roughly what it is. It's not too big of a factory. Obviously, gotten a little bit of decorations to start off with. But that's what I have been working on for the cotton gin at least. And as you can see, it's what it says it was a sugar mill, but don't know about that. So same sort of thing. Obviously, going to be putting in your cotton and whatever else, your water. I think the sugar as well goes into it. Output wise, you're going to be getting your cotton gin, which is your main product. That looks like it needs to be moved across a little bit as well. Obviously, you're going to get your fabric coming out of it, as well as some cotton oil. Not sure exactly what cotton oil is used for, but I'm sure we can fix it into something. Maybe a soaps or something, I'm not sure. Have to have a little bit more research into that. But that's what I've got so far on that, and I don't want to save. Like I said, vineyard storage. This is what I've been currently working on as well today, actually. Just to use one of the in-game sheds, and this is what I've got so far. It's still a bit of a work in progress. What I was kind of thinking of is an unload trigger at the front, and obviously have these pallets popping in. Obviously that's using the actual grape pallet themselves just as a visual, which I think is kind of cool. Cotton seeds used for cow feed, is it? Okay, I will make a note of that. Yeah, so obviously I'm kind of thinking I might do one for each of the different vineyard products. I haven't quite decided yet, but obviously it's mainly the grape people have been asking for. Obviously I've just created a nice simple little output pipe there for loading into your trailer when you want to. So that's currently a project. May get released once it's finished next week possibly. Not sure whether it'll be possibly more likely for the new map, to be honest, for you guys. But if I can get it released before then, it will be for you guys. That has been quite interesting. This is something I've never done, is the pipe triggers, so it's going to be an interesting one to make sure that they are working properly. So that is that. That's that. I think that's everything. Yep. So for now, at least I'm just going to carry on doing a little bit of farming. Hey Viking Streaming, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, regarding the cotton seeds, I'm not sure if that's going to be something Dave would want, but it is worth a mention later for cow feed. There we go. Maybe it could be used to go into like cow feed in the same way you use like your bond silage type stuff. Hello dear. Actually, I don't know why I'm walking. I can just jump straight over to it right there. Also, I do need to get this, try and get this lot sorted out. Doing pretty good, thanks. Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. Glad it's definitely Friday. But yeah, obviously my daughter was watching Dave's stream last night a bit, and she does seem a bit interested in that dinkum, so I think next week when we've got a bit of spare money, we'll probably end up buying that for her. Funds are a bit tight this week, unfortunately, otherwise we'd have bought it for her. She could have even streamed it tomorrow, but or over the weekend. But yeah, that's one thing as well, guys. I will hopefully try and get that other streaming for you guys tomorrow to make up for Wednesday's lack of streaming. It's just real life is just a pain at times. And to be honest, I wasn't really big on wanting to chat, to be honest, as well. But yeah, make sure you go over and check out Viking streaming on his channel. Obviously, he's been playing a lot of Farm Sim 22, like the most of us, on Uncharted currently. He does speak Danish as well as English. Yeah, so at the minute it's going to be a nice, chilled, relaxing drive up and down the field. I almost feel like grabbing the square one as well. It doesn't really make much difference, to be honest. Oh, whether I do it in one hit like this or do it in two. Trying to speak English. Yep, you do a pretty good job actually. Your English is very, very well, good. It's a lot better than ours. Some English people, that's for sure. One thing I do want to try and do at some point is redo my cows and pigs. I'm not very happy with how they are. I'm kind of thinking of resetting them up so there's at least one pen for each type of cow, and one the same for the pigs. So then, obviously, once you get a load ready, I think go over to obviously the butchers. One thing I have added, and I don't know if any of you guys have checked it out. You're very welcome, bud. You are. Is the critters mod. And if you haven't checked it out, it actually adds additional sounds and visuals to your map. So you might actually, throughout the stream, hear, hopefully the sound is pretty good. You might hear some different bird calls and stuff whilst driving around. I have noticed in certain areas of the map, you get like the little oh, I keep calling them firebugs. What do you call them? They've got the bums that light up. Some of them guys, fireflies. You get them occasionally as well. Haven't really seen anything else because I think what it is running off of I've totally forgotten his name. I really have. Hang on a minute. Let me grab something a sec or look at something. It's Thunder script. That's the one. Yeah, it's running off like the same thing as what Thunder created originally. I know Dave showed it off on his stream and was actually trying to get it into a version of it, I suppose, into one of the maps with the butterflies and the fireflies and stuff like that. Obviously, somebody's actually been able to go in, basically duplicated it, and yeah, actually released it with the Critters mod. But it's kind of nice mod, to be honest, and I will look at that in a sec. Right, so question: the stream calendar on the SGA site, is that up to date? To be honest, probably not. Obviously, with it being like the summer holidays at the minute, and on mine, for example, it's definitely not updated because obviously with real life stuff, yeah, obviously Not So Grumpy's probably not got his up to date either. Yeah, so scheduling at the minute is kind of hard. Obviously, Dave has added a extra stream here and there when it's been pretty quiet. But yeah, obviously my fault. It's obviously real life a lot recently. Obviously, I'm trying to get back into doing these like one day a week with my daughter, which is usually the Wednesday stream. Obviously, this week is probably going to be over the weekend at some point. But I am trying to keep at least this Friday stream for the 2 hours before Dave goes live. Hopefully, he'll be jumping in Discord at some point in the next hour and a half. Hey, Bad Farmer, how you doing, buddy? Were you enjoying a bit of FSL last night? You're doing good? Good, glad to hear it. Yeah, yeah, I was watching NBC stream back earlier and noticed that you'd popped into chat with the guys, so it's really good to hear your voice again. while I think about it, and this thing's going so slow, what I can actually do is jump out of screen in a sec, and I'm going to give everyone who's currently going to be streaming the Vermeer pack early access. Hey Sylvis, how you doing? So obviously the first person is going to be Mr. Dajnet, who we're going to be raiding over in a bit. Obviously he was playing a bit of Dinkum yesterday. Obviously he is the creator of the PV maps, like WolfCreek and such. After Dave will be Mr. Boomhauer, double underscore. Obviously he has been playing a lot of Captain of Industries recently. I believe so, yeah. Well, I know I heard about it. I'm not sure if Dave did or not. I haven't actually spoken to him today yet. But yeah, Mr. Boomhauer will also be doing the um, early access showing of the Vermeer pack. Not sure if he's still out there, but I'll give him a shout out again. Is Mr. Jababo. There he is. Gorgeous. He's got access to the key from Mr. Dave as well. And Silvis, thank you very, very much for the $50 donation. You are an or tip should say, an absolute superstar. You really, really are. That is definitely going towards my daughter getting dinkum, and to be honest, I don't know what else. She's kind of been watching a lot of what do you call it, Friday Night Freddy's stuff. Not sure about that to be honest, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you very, very much. You're an absolute amazing person. Where did I get to? So Dave, Boomhauer, Mr. Jababo. So the other person, two people, is obviously NBC Master Dad. So give him a quick shout out. So obviously everybody knows Mr. NBC. Obviously he's got an early access key as well. Not sure when he'll be streaming. Definitely over the weekend at some point, showing it off. Obviously the last person is Mr. Wheels 24/7, who will also be getting early access to the Vermeer pack. Obviously that will be coming out on Tuesday, guys, so there will be an update to the game as well as that being downloaded on Tuesday, probably early Tuesday morning for most of us. I think it's around about 10 o'clock in the UK for most of us, so just bear that in mind. One thing that may happen, depending on if Giants break anything, there may be another update next week to the maps. So just to let you guys know as well, obviously until we get the update, I'm sure Mr. Dave will probably has it already, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it hasn't broken anything in the map. Hey, Mr. Jers 53 UK, how you doing, buddy?
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, and thank you very much for the subscription. Wow. At Linux. At Linux, I think that is pronounced. Thank you very much. 5 months in a row. Wow, dude, you're amazing. Yeah, so obviously one thing I decided to do is for this month only, any tips, bits, subs, all that stuff. Ooh, that's the new sound. Is going to my daughter actually, kind of like a summer holiday pocket money type thing. But yeah, thank you very, very much for obviously the resub at Linux, and obviously the donation a little while ago from Silvis. Much, much appreciated, guys, and everybody else who's subscribed so far as well. But yeah, this is going to be a very long process. Obviously, once this is done, I don't really have much else fieldwork wise to do. Maybe a field of maize, I think. It's the only other thing I needed. But all the rest have to wait till next month, so I'll probably end up after this stream jumping through a couple of days and going from straight into full-on planting time. You're not too bad, thanks. How's things going with you? Not too bad overall. It is Friday, thankfully. Woohoo! Like I said, Mr. Wow, holy crap. That came through on my headset before it showed. What? Thank you! I have missed you, buddy. I really have. To be honest, I haven't really been able to do a lot of streaming recently. So, but obviously I do try and get into people's streams when I can, especially like Mr. Dave and stuff. So yeah, it's really great to see all you guys. And how are you doing, Zulmita DK? Hopefully I pronounced that right. I am really terrible at pronunciations. But yeah, welcome in. Obviously we are doing just a little bit of silage bailing, unfortunately, at the minute. I see it's something else I need to put on my list as well, is go through the vodka factory and add in those additional pallets that I need to. I've got them ready on most of them. Not sure what's going to happen with the greenhouses yet regarding palette visuals. I may be able to do something with the bigger one, the big herb one, and the big multi. Just call me Zul. Okay, Zul. Yeah, okay. But yeah, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. You just came back from farming. Ah, okay. Oh. Cool. And why is that screen keep minimalizing? Stop it. Let me do that. And that. There we go. Yeah, so how are you guys all getting on anyway out there? Yeah, so what did I say? So yeah, I've got a small field of lavender. Obviously that's going to go into making lavender oil to make soap. At some point I do need to get some soap over to my herbicide maker. I've got some rye in this field at the minute. Obviously I'm cutting this grass field. My poplar is almost ready. Finally. I think I've got another maybe, I think it's next month that should be ready. Just keep an eye on that. But I do have a lot of fields to get done. There is a kind of a issue still with the peanut fields after harvesting. From what Shy Wizard has found out, what it is the fruit limit is over the, but we're basically over the top of the fruit limit on these maps, which is probably why in the next map you probably find there's going to be a couple of less fruits. And what I'm basically on about, let me jump over here a sec and I'll show you. And I do see Mr. Dave in Discord there. Let me run around this side. Unfortunately can't run. I cut the hedge today. I'm sore in my arms. Yeah, I bet you are. I bet you are. So, ooh, Sam Adams. So on the, when you plough the fields, what you might find is a second texture. You can just about make them out here. Will show, and that's what it is. It's just causing a slight issue. If you actually go around the field again with the V key activated, you should be fine. Well, I think from what sounds of it, it's only maybe one fruit type too many on the map. So what did we get to? About 28, I think it was. So it'll be about 27, 28 is the limit. But obviously, they're still getting this little texture. Obviously, Shy Wizard's gone through, and he's actually removed, I think it was just a couple of fruit types, and it works perfectly fine. But you will be getting these little marks. So go when you're done your harvesting peanuts, maybe do one big huge field in one go, get it done, dusted, and obviously then when you're ploughing it up, hit the V key to plough all this back in. I've got this whole field to probably redo at some point, but I'm just going to leave it for now, see if it'll plant okay. One thing I did find is obviously some of these stones are sticking underneath that an additional layer that's left there. Actually, let me turn this up a bit. See, there's quite a lot actually being left, and this has actually gone through picking up all these stones. There was an area over here, somewhere. I don't know where the heck it was now. One of these corners. Actually, if you hit the V key, it will work fine. It might have been here actually, because that looks quite clear. Can't remember now. But yeah. So when you're going through after a harvest, hit the V key to do the ploughing. Obviously, you may need to use like guidance steering to keep that straight question. So yeah. Question: what base game tractors have the US warning signs? Oh, now you're freaking asking. I have no idea to be honest. I honestly do not have a clue. Yeah. I suppose something like Case maybe, because I think they're an American type company. I don't think any of these do they? Nope. Let me spin these guys around. Nope. Yeah, I don't really do vehicles much. What about you? Wheel. Yeah, no. To be honest, I have no idea. I don't really pay attention. And because obviously most of them based from Germany, aren't they? So there's these things, if that's what you're on about, which could be the ART. Obviously that's the European US. So we've got that. Obviously that's the ART. I don't think the class would have it. Because I know only certain tractors have the European and yeah, so the John Deere's basically European and US versions. What's the case have? See, that doesn't. Design European. So yeah, US again has these big indicators, what we call them. So yeah, not too many. What's the roster mash got? Just gonna have a little quick flick through. Ooh, Challenger. Standard tracks. I might actually get one of them because I like using them, to be honest. And I am on the hunt for a bigger tractor. Yeah, it just seems a bit. What does that do? Okay, interesting. It's just getting an additional bar on the back. What's the quad track got? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. So yeah, you're very welcome, Richard Hour. Yeah, so the peanuts still have a bit of an issue, and hopefully that will be sorted out with the next map anyway. Fun and games, guys. Fun and games. Let me jump in Discord and have a little chat with Mr. Dajnet. Hello. How are you doing, boss? I'm not too bad, thanks. Wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, but yep, I'm here. And I cannot hear you on the stream. Hang on a sec. What is going on with this sounds? Hang on a sec, guys. Yeah, you're not coming through on my stream. Where the heck is that gone? You can't hear him. Yeah, no. Hang on a sec, guys. Is that? Game sound is there. Let me see. Nope. Device. Let's try that channel. Do you want to say hello yet?
Hello yet.
There it is.
There it is.
Yay!
There it is.
There
Hello,
he is.
everybody.
Oh, silly blinking settings. They're a pain. Cool. Yeah, so we are now in chat with Mr. Dajnet. Finally! I hate updates. They're a pain.
Yeah, tell me about it. I
Ah,
hate them too.
yes. So, are you all ready for the showing of the Vermeer pack?
The Vermeer part, yeah, that's been ready since like 9 o'clock this morning.
Hmm,
I got that installed.
cool. I never
Right
realised that
now,
the new grape harvesters coming out on the same day, 23rd.
I didn't either. I wish we had a preview of that.
There's a video on YouTube,
No, but yeah, but we got the
but
Vermeer pack. Why
yeah,
didn't we get
that's about as
the
close as we
grape?
can get to it, I think, at the minute.
Maybe I should check my email. Maybe I do
Yeah,
have a
maybe you
preview for
should.
that.
There maybe.
I don't know. Um, Government building has been updated on the for anybody that wants to grab on
Okay,
Wolf Creek.
cool.
And I used the one that Shy Wizard did, as well as turned it off so you can't buy electricity anymore.
Ah, cool.
Figured that out,
Alright, yeah.
or anything for that matter.
Good. Stop those cheating so-and-sos out there.
Stop those cheaters.
Yeah, one thing with the government building as well, I've had seen a few comments recently. Since the update, you will need to probably go into your productions menu for the government building and probably most of your factories and make sure that like your labour, your support, your electricity, morale is obviously set to priority 1 in your factories, and also the government building set to 10 if you can, or a lower number. So it's going straight to your factories first, and then to the government building, because it's in essence a storage now. The government building.
Right. If it does, if you don't set them, basically the government building is going to get a portion
Yeah,
of the stuff.
and also make sure to check the outgoing products are all set to distribute as well. Obviously, as you can see here, I've got all mine set to 10 for the government building, and obviously some of these seem to be changing on the outputs to storing or selling. I think was the other one somebody mentioned about. But just make
Yeah,
sure to
some of
just click
them
on them and
have
then
switched.
change
Just
as
sure.
normal.
Yep, just check
I think
everything.
mine was on spawning for some reason. So yeah,
Yeah.
just make sure to go through all your factories, set them to like priority 1 if you want priority 1 or 2, whatever it is, and just have that government building at a lower number or a higher number, whatever you want to call it. Who cheats? Everybody cheats, even me,
And
occasionally.
currently, as I sit here, the map final version is on the website. The mod pack 1.6 version is uploading right now, so
Cool. Well, there you go,
it'll be
guys.
available.
You heard it first, right here.
It's got about 800 gigabytes. No, not 800 gig. 800 megabytes left. If
Yeah,
it was 800 gigabytes, that would be a problem.
yeah.
We need
Obviously,
a new website.
yeah. Obviously, it will still be available through the mod folder switcher for a little while.
Hey, Jab, how you doing?
Yeah, he's out there. Not so grumpy's there. Hope he's now, buddy. But obviously, at some point, there's probably going to be removed from there. Obviously, I'm sure Dave will confirm everything at some point. It'll probably be making way for obviously the new map, the new mod for pack and stuff like that. So,
So
yep,
currently today, I'm putting up 1 point because the other maps still run off the old mod pack until NBC puts his up
yeah,
there and stuff.
yep,
So we're gonna have two mod packs to version 1.61 and 1.2 up there. I
cool.
still got to do Volcano Island over to run off the
Yeah,
new one
and
before
then
we remove it.
and I know that JD is going to go through at some point and do a final version of the Goldcrest Extended map as well. I know that somebody was asking on the website the other day about that. Yeah, he is going to bring it up to date with the rest of the maps. So hopefully by the end of next week, with any luck, all the maps should be basically in their final phase or final versions. Unless you guys find an issue between now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my daughter wants Dinkum now. She wants to try it out
Good game.
after watching you last night a bit. So, yep. So at some point I'll get that. Actually, might do it after the stream. Somebody was so very, very nice to donate a little bit of funds towards that.
Mm-hmm.
Bless their cotton socks. Yay! Yeah, so like I said, Mr. Dave has early access. Also, we're going to be going over to see him in a little while to check out the Vermeer pack. Boomhauer, NBC Master Dad, Mr. Wheels, and Mr. Jababo. So make sure to check all 5 of those guys out over the weekend and see what their take on the packs are. And yeah, get a closer look at the stuff. Very well deserved. Yep. Thank you very, very much. Kind of really want to actually get more into streaming again at some point. Just obviously
Yeah.
the way my wife is recently, it's been uphill battle, should we say. Obviously, a lot of the work that I've been doing modding wise has been when she's on lie down during the afternoon and stuff like that. 'Cause she gets really, really tired in the afternoons, so she'll have a lie down and I'll get on and do some work. Might even have a lie down occasionally myself, to be honest. Like today. I feel like I'm getting old. I really do.
What happens?
Yep. It's staying up too late, that's the problem.
Yeah, I tend to
Yep.
do that.
But yeah.
Although I didn't last night. I went to bed early.
Oh, something I... You went to bed earlier? That's terrible. Something I do
Mm-hmm.
need to figure out is how to turn off the visuals in the orchard when the products are selected.
What?
So you know how we're adding the palette visuals for the output products, like the apples, the bananas, and all that. Obviously,
Okay.
are you watching the stream at the minute?
No.
Well, bring it up
I
YouTube.
can't because if I go off this down, well, I will in a
Okay.
minute. It's almost done.
Okay.
It was
So,
every time I go off the darn upload page,
um,
it ends up stopping. All
okay.
right, now I'm back.
Right. So this is. Let me turn that down actually, because that is going far too fast. So this is the apple orchard. This is the only one I've done so far. So obviously you've got your pallets just there, empty pallets. Probably end up filling both of them up eventually. Capacity wise, it's going to be up. Obviously this is what the apples look like fine, which is matching in with
Hmm.
what it should be. Across the way is a cherry orchard that I've only got one of each set up. Obviously this should be just cherries. So technically the apple palette should not be showing, but they are. So this is something I need to figure out how to deactivate these.
Are you sure there's no? Well, they should if there's no cherry apples in there, they shouldn't be
Yeah,
showing.
so that is something I need to go through and figure out. Let's check
You
this
have
again.
no apples in storage,
Not in this one, this is just cherries.
but there's none in storage for apples. Then they shouldn't be there unless the
Oh, actually,
visibility
that's
node
the
won't
apples.
work on.
Must be cherries on that side. But yeah, yeah, that's the cherries. So obviously this is maybe just cherries. It's only shown cherries, but obviously my apples have shown for some reason.
Yeah,
Still a little bit
seems
of
like
work to go.
it
Hey,
shouldn't
Michael.
have the apples unless they're there.
Yeah,
So that
so
might be a
uh,
bug on that
um,
type of switching.
yeah, obviously I'll do a lot of playing around, make sure that they are working. Maybe I've just missed something in the XML. But yeah, it'll be working by the time it is released anyway. And thank you very much for the follow there, Purge Life FTW. Welcome to the channel, and how are you doing today? Yeah, but how you doing, Michael? And are you close to coming over to the dark side of FS22 yet? Is that Michael? Yep, the king of timeouts is Mr. Michael. I'll make sure he gets. Yeah, he changed his name again, Mr. Jababo. So what products was it you were planning on, or fruits were you thinking of taking out? Was it blueberries and something else, wasn't it?
Rye and blueberries.
Rye and blueberries. So I'm gonna have to redo the coffee factory. Great.
That's all right. There's banana nut. I don't know.
Um, yeah, I'll have to go, but
Not for a while.
I've still got the website up actually, or bookmarked. So I can have a look at some of the other recipes there. Where are you? So, yeah, because blueberry coffee. There's a banana one, did you say? That'd be an
There
interesting.
was.
Oh yeah, I've got banana pecan, wasn't it? So yeah, in the new map, obviously the blueberries will be coming out. So obviously that will have to be replaced. The blueberry coffee. Actually, that's still one I want to try. The blueberry coffee. But how much did I get out of that? 21 pallets, 21. Oh, that's not bad actually. At my little harvest. I'm new to Twitch and streaming. Thought I'll pop in by checking your stream and give you a follow. Well, thank you very much. Obviously, if you want any help, you're more than welcome to it. One thing, as you are new to Twitch and streaming, is obviously one of the big no-nos is to go into someone's chat, mention about streaming. Obviously, as you knew, I'll let you off. But if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Obviously, we do have Mr. Dajnet, who's also a fellow streamer. I suppose I class myself as a part-time streamer, really. So yeah,
You're a streamer. Shut up.
I'm a part-time streamer at the minute. A lot of real-life stuff
We're all
going on. So
part-time, technically.
yeah.
Not like you stream. Do you stream a 40-hour week?
Oh,
Not
I
me.
wish. No, at the minute I'm doing like 2 hours myself, plus another couple of hours with my daughter.
Most
Yeah, we've got
streamers.
Mr. Jababo in chat. Obviously, not so grumpy dwarf who also streams. Yeah. So
Most
and
streamers only stream a couple days a
I'm a
week.
semi-pro streamer.
You stream
uh,
2 to 3 days a week, so you're
yeah.
fine. You're normal. You actually stream more than a lot of people I know.
Yeah, obviously I'd like to get back to be doing my 3 days again, but we'll see. One day. And not yet, Billy. I've been
2 days
too
for you and
busy
one
in
for
the
your
chat.
daughter.
Yeah. Obviously I was thinking 3 days for me, one for my daughter, so. Yeah, because obviously in September when she goes back to school, I was thinking of moving over to her stream to the weekend, then try and get my Monday, Wednesday, Fridays back. So we'll
Hmm.
see. But what's a normal stream schedule? Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
obviously not so grumpy as well. Obviously he's had to have a lot of time off for real life stuff recently. And yeah, another fellow member of the SGA along with Jababo, so cool. And unfortunately, you can't do shout outs in other people's chats, so that's what the exclamation mark SO is. So yeah, if you do it like that, obviously you won't be able to do it. But if you have it set up on your channel, you can shout people out yourself.
You can shout at people?
Yeah, especially Michael. He's great at being shouted at. But yeah. Also, you do have to be like a moderator or the actual streamer to be able to do the shout outs in most people's channels. Out of curiosity, what, if you're still there, when you come back in a
Who,
minute,
me? Who?
what game are you streaming? Um, Purge.
Oh,
He kind of got timed out there. Oh well. But yeah.
you can't shout yourself out in other
Well, I
people's
don't know.
channels.
Okay, so that is obviously going to be another thing to think of as well when you do start streaming, is what games do you like and what games would people like to see? Um, so maybe jumping around different channels, see how they do it as well. Might give you different ideas for your own channel as well. But one thing I would say is be truthful. Um, obviously to yourself and to those who want to come and see you. Don't be a fake, basically. And be helpful as well.
Be yourself, not some
Yes,
actor. It works
exactly.
best.
Yep.
Unless you're a real boring person, then maybe I have to act. No.
A lot of people. judge you probably in the first. I'd probably say first few minutes of the stream. If they don't like you, they're just gonna leave you your ass hanging there. I mean,
Yeah.
is streaming anything at the minute? I'm streaming Fortnite, but I'm looking into streaming a lot more soon. Just sorting a few bits out. Alright, yeah, that's cool. My daughter's mentioned about Fortnite. I personally don't like it. But yeah, if you want to do a bit of Fortnite, you're more than welcome. That is for sure. But yeah, have a look at around different channels. See how they're doing it first of all. And obviously what sort of setups they have. Obviously see how they interact with chat. That is the big one as well. If you're not interacting with chat, you'll probably find you won't go very far. I hate interacting with chat, to be honest. Oh, only kidding, guys. But yeah, that is a key to a lot of channels, I think, is obviously getting that interaction between yourself and chat. So, but yeah, all the best with it
Interact.
anyway. Obviously, if you've got
All right,
any
I gotta take a
questions,
break. I'll be back.
alrighty, boss. So yeah, obviously you got a lot of people at the minute are also on holiday. So if you are streaming, you'll probably find it very, very quiet. And I love all you guys as well. I wouldn't be here otherwise if it wasn't for you lot. That is for darn sure. Yeah, if it wasn't for the PV community, I definitely would not be doing this today. Oh, I just heard an eagle. Did you hear the eagle then? I don't know if it came through on the stream. Hope so. Obviously that is the critters mod, I think. I've never heard an eagle on here before. That was weird. I'm starting to hear all these. So normally I don't have the sounds on a lot. I have had it on a couple of times over the last few days, trying to hear different sounds and stuff. But you get like frogs and stuff going off. That is cool. Yeah. So obviously basically coming up to a year ago, um, Mr. MP7 Reaper, and I'm actually going to give him a shout out because you guys definitely should check him out. If you're not, where have you been? Um, Found out that I was actually streaming or playing actually PV County and Uncharted on a laptop, and I was also doing a lot of moderating for Dave and the SGA crew. Um, Obviously Facebook, doing a bit of this, that, and the other on a laptop, and basically wanted to get everybody together to basically get me a computer sorted out, which you guys did. I know Mr. Master86U donated a heck of a lot of stuff. Um, there was a big, huge load of donations to get it over to me in the UK from America. It was just absolutely amazing. And obviously, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to create or help Dave out even better. Obviously, I've been converting all these factories from 19 over for him, getting them sort of semi-ready, I suppose is the best way to put it. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Play a game you're passionate about. Exactly, yeah. Obviously, right now, the two main games I'm doing is Farm Sim 22. A little bit of 19 occasionally, but that's every now and again. But Satisfactory is another one that I'm a big fan of at the minute. Very much stuck in that when I'm not playing FS, that's for sure. And obviously, the more you know about a game as well, helps. For the simple fact, if somebody comes into your chat and asks you a question about the game, if you don't know, they'll just sort of leave and not really come back because they think you don't know anything about the game. Obviously, I try, or another thing as well, if you don't know, find somebody who may be streaming who will know, because then you can point them to, oh, why don't you check out so and so? They probably know more than I do or whatever. Obviously, do try and find those answers as well. That's a good one as well for streamers. But yeah, definitely Mr. Jab. Definitely agree with that. Obviously, I try and learn as much as I can about the game. I think there's still a few things I don't know, but not much. It's like, for instance, obviously right ahead of me, in my little treed off area, is my cow area. And obviously cows need TMR. And obviously to make TMR, obviously you're going to need a mixer first of all. You're also going to need silage bales and straw bales. That is actually the only thing, three things you actually need. Obviously you can use hay bales as well. Hang on. Straw. Straw is a buffer. Sorry. Hay and silage are the main ones. Yeah, so cool. It's terrible, all these different bales. So what I tend to do is 50-50 of the silage and the hay, and then I'll top it up with straw. Also, obviously, because the cow pens that I've currently got, they have the machine that goes around and tops them up. Obviously, that also needs silage, not bond silage, the other one, mineral feed. So obviously, you're going to need obviously the 1, 2, 3 main loose products put into it, plus obviously a couple of pallets worth of the mineral feed as well to actually get it up and running. In addition to that, also you need your straw for bedding, which goes in on the inside. So yeah, knowing little things like that will help as well. Obviously, output wise, as you've got straw, you can have manure, but obviously you will need to place down the manure pit nearby. Obviously, I've got 3 current cow sheds there. One other thing I want to check as well on stream is the chicken trailer. I might take a quick break from doing this in a minute, because I know a few people have mentioned that they've had issues unloading chickens into the butchers. So I'm just going to jump over there and check it in a minute. Just get to the end of this row first of all, and then we'll come back to it afterwards. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever go through and actually stream Satisfactory. I might do one day to show what I'm currently up to. Let's turn you off a minute. Let me tab through. Check my pile of carrots. Yipes. That's from one field. One thing I've done is actually I've moved my hemp to hops. So it's next to my Sam Adams now. Right, so this is what I want. So I'm kind of going to cheat it a little bit. I'm actually not sure I've got enough chickens currently in my pens to transport any. So I'm just going to buy a handful from the animal dealer. I'm going to take them straight over to the butcher. Just want to show you guys and make sure that you're doing it correctly. Because I think the biggest issue is you're not going over the trigger fully when you're unloading. So let me take this over. I do have a trailer already waiting by the butchers. And you can see the map a little bit. Obviously all these the PV houses or the worker labour houses, the community buildings, these big what you call them, apartment blocks, obviously they won't show now in your menu because obviously that's been removed, but they will be automatically turned on and set to distribute in the XML. Whoa, well that is not good.
Crash.
I did crash. It was all your fault.
You didn't
Strength.
even know I was here. Meeting
There we
lunch
go.
real quick.
Hulk smash. There we go. Okay. Eating lunch. Yeah, I wanted to check that the chickens with the trailer.
Haven't had any issues with it myself.
Neither have I.
There
So
should not be.
I just wanted to check it on stream to show people. Just make sure that it's doing right. Quickly. Hey KW, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, Mr. KW.
Right. So I did clear all my pallets out earlier. How are we getting on so far? Slowly. Definitely need to get more animals into here at some point, that's for sure. Ghost DK, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. So, the trailer I'm using, let me just save that a sec. And I'll show you. The one I'm using is on the in-game mod hub. Gotta find a beggar now. So it's this one, the Animal Transport and Trailer Pack. Obviously you do have the Wilson trailer plus the smaller one in it. Obviously I've got the Wilson trailer. And obviously it will do your cows, your sheep, your pigs, horses, I think it's been added to it, as well as chickens. So let's go grab, probably just do 10 chickens for now. From the animal shop. Oh, fiddlestick, missed it. If only KW streamed. Oh, heck. That would be so nice.
Morning.
Hey, Mr. Wheels.
Hello.
How are you
How
doing?
goes it?
There we go. Right, so chickens.
Not too bad.
That's good.
Obviously, I want to go for the older ones. Wow, 4 and 16. I might as well. Did that confirm? I do not know. No, it didn't. Let's try that again.
Is Billy staying out of trouble so far?
Bye. Yes. Do not have enough space in your husbandry.
So
Oh,
far.
sausage. Okay. 10 then.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm always staying out of trouble. That is not allowing me to do it. So I may have enough chickens actually in my pens then. Let's go grab some from there.
I believe you.
Yes. So you'll be streaming this weekend, I'm hoping, Mr. Wheels as well?
Yeah.
Yep, good. Obviously, like I said earlier, Mr. Wheels is another person who has early access to the Vermeer pack. I'm sure each streamer will give their honest opinion on the whole lot.
Jab.
Yep, Mr. Jababo's out there.
Bubbles in here.
He's in
Oh.
here. He's out there and in here.
He just slipped in there. That's terrible. How you doing, Mr. Jab?
Doing fine. I
Right.
felt left out, so I figured I'd jump into the room.
Well, there you go. Makes it easier.
I feel
typing
It does
on
make
that.
it easier.
It does.
I'm finding. I hope it clears up.
We want you to be left in, Jab, not out.
Well, my problem is I can't stream with people in my ear.
You do get used to it after a little while.
Yep.
Heck.
But you can stream with music in your ear. I can't do that.
Well, the difference is because the reason why I can't stream with people in my ear is because of the way my non-filter works. So if
Yeah.
I read something, I have to process it. But if I hear something, I can instantaneously react to it without even thinking.
Oh, dangling.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So that could be problematic for me in a family-friendly situation.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
We could sing and stuff.
Let's see here,
You can sing
21.
Issue.
for me?
21. I'll just grab 10 of them. There we go. Right. then.
Update 1.7 seems to cause a little bit of lag
Is it? There they are.
on my
from-
map.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't
Update.
know if it'll clear up as I'm just loading in for the first time.
Yeah, that was one
On
thing
my
I was
save game.
kind of curious is whether it's going to break anything else in the map. I honestly hope not.
Nothing seems to be broken, just a little laggy here for some.
So I was checking out some real life videos about that Vermeer baler. The self-propelled one. That
All
thing
right,
is
yeah.
pretty nifty, man.
It's got a 0 turn or something on, isn't it?
You mean the drivable one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's pretty nifty in real life, man.
Let me tell you something. That is a piece of equipment that looks like I would enjoy.
Yeah.
It's a beast in real life,
This
man.
up.
I mean, those tires are like on the big tires on it are about shoulder high to a normal sized man.
Shoulder high to a grasshopper? Oh
I
wait.
mean, they're huge. Like that's a huge piece of equipment.
Well, let's be honest. Like a 6M, John Deere 6M, I don't think most people realize the size of that thing. Because you're playing in third person view, so your character's never next to it.
Yeah.
Alright, so guys, just a quick one. Obviously, if you look at the F1 menu at the minute, obviously it's shown as animal, open animal menu. Once you hit that trigger, it will actually change to open animal dialogue. When you hit R, you'll then be able to unload your chickens. So obviously make sure you select them the same way as you would normally, and then just do unload animals. And there you go. So that is 10 or whatever it was, chickens, 20 chickens added to the butchers. So make sure that you are fully over the trigger, getting that dialogue come up. Obviously, once you come out of it, it will change back to menu. But as you've seen there, that is the one off the in-game mod hub, that Wilson trailer, and it works perfectly fine. And there is a good sized trigger there overall. You can just about see the actual box itself, so you shouldn't have any issues with it. Let me just have a quick look.
Have they pushed the update on Giants
3, 2, 4
launcher yet?
Okay.
Or
No, they won't be pushing it. You gotta I gave you directions. It's in your Discord.
I didn't. Was it a direct message?
Yep.
Or was it a group message?
Direct message.
It was a.
Gonna need to get some palette visuals added to that as well. So
Direct message.
It does work.
I did it this morning too.
Back to me bales.
If it was just to me, I don't.
Wait, it was just to you, Wheels 247. I know you have 2 accounts. Maybe I did the wrong one again.
Oh well, I only have one account that I use. I don't know. I don't have anything directly from you that I see.
Nope. You do have 2 accounts. That's why.
Oh, I'm not supposed to. Like I didn't create 2, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah. All right. We gotta send you again. No, wait a minute. Now I gotta go to the other Wheels I sent it to, and I'll copy that.
There's 2 of me.
Hard work.
Sorry about that. I don't know why there's 2.
It's hard work.
It's the same exact thing except for a capital W.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Hopefully that's still working. Yeah. My Wi-Fi's.
All right.
It's almost as if this one's the wrong one, but I don't know.
Yep, that's working.
If there's 2 of me, I certainly didn't do it.
Well, there's your instructions and your code at the bottom.
Okay, I don't know why it's that way. But
I don't either.
thank you.
I just looked and that's where I sent the last one, so I figured.
Oops. Well, maybe I don't.
Right, so let's get rid of that.
Just leave it to me to have.
That's going to bug me. Let me just see something a sec.
It's funny, I only see 1 in the actual list
Greenhouses.
that I can see.
Orchard.
Well.
Yeah, silly sausage. I see what I did. Continue with Twitch. My tablet's on a funny 5 minutes. Come back.
Funny thing is, I wish I could just put the Vermeer on my map, but I'm not. In March, there's no grass.
Oh,
I know.
typical. I got some.
I know. We should have had you do it this instead. You could have used it in your save game.
To be honest, I was kind of hoping that Big Daddy would actually do at least one stream.
Next time,
Yeah.
we got you and Big Daddy on the list. We'll force him to do it.
Yeah, because obviously I did get the last two. In all
Yeah.
honesty, so yeah.
Yep, you
I'd
did.
rather
You
have
were on
at
the
least
last
somebody
one.
else have a play of it. But yeah, obviously, thankfully, Mr. Jababo took the final key there as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think Big Daddy was up on streaming anyway. So, from what I heard last night during an NBC stream, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what's wrong with some of these people. Let's get rid of that because that's not going to work. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the new map coming out when it does. Obviously, from what we've seen on the streams so far with Mr. Dave, it is definitely looking really nice, that's for sure. Nice, humongous fields.
Some of them will be. Yep.
Yeah, what was it 220
That
hectares,
one's
I think?
221 hectares on that one field, yeah.
That is like humongous.
That'll keep you busy.
That's a map in itself. Yipes.
Yeah.
It really is. But that's the thing that I know a few people have mentioned about it as well with 22 is the maps do seem bigger this time around than they used to. Even like the base game maps seem bigger.
They're the same size, it's just
Yeah, it's just something, I don't know if it's the occlusion culling or something, it just seems to be bigger.
I think a lot of our people are feeling how big they are because we didn't do a lot of edited higher capacity equipment, which
Yeah,
makes you automatically, you know what I mean?
yep,
I mean, if you stick to base game capacities and stuff, then the smaller fields and stuff seem bigger
yeah.
because the bigger fields will seem enormous. I have a feeling people will be up in their capacities when they get the new map, but I'm not gonna.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
staying with the regular.
definitely.
I do see the other wheels there. He's an imposter.
He's an imposter. Well,
I-
fortunately, he's not active, or he would have had that before you.
Well, I could delete that profile.
Oh, you have that? It is one of yours.
It's in, yeah, but it's listed as like inactive offline. Like I don't know why it's there.
So you did create it.
I
All right.
I don't know if I don't know why it's there.
Well, if you can delete it, you created it.
I don't know if I can delete it. I'm trying to.
You should be
Delete
able
it.
to deactivate it. And yeah, make sure to go check Mr. Wheels out. Obviously, he has been playing a bit Way of the Hunter as well recently, which is an interesting hunting game.
Yeah, how's that going for you, Wheels?
I haven't played since yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even a friend. Like no, I cannot delete that. I don't even know who that is, what that is. Why is it
How's
there?
KW enjoying the game?
Yeah, I keep forgetting Mr. KW's got it as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it living up to your expectations, Mr. KW? If you're still out there.
We'll have to get. It won't. It's apparently not me, so I don't know if maybe someone created a profile for me to get. I don't know, but I can't do anything with
All
it.
right, no problem.
That's okay. Sorry, I'll leave that alone. But and I can't even see any messages to it.
Just do a
So
bit in cap work, it's easiest. Oh, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. What's going on, Mr. KW? How you liking the game? The hunting.
I found it very,
something.
very challenging. It's a challenging game.
I have a question for him. If you were
What?
mentioning Eagle Eye is a game changer. That whole thing.
Well, once you level it up further, then you get this thing where you can use it while you're walking. I wonder if
Yeah.
that's what he meant.
Eagle Eye itself adds 10% to how far you can hear animals and stuff. That's it. So I don't know how much of a game changer that is.
Yeah, I don't know if he meant the other feature. Maybe he meant the other.
Hey, Surfing Cowboy, how you doing, buddy?
The ability to walk and have that eye, your hunting eye on, is pretty good. But I don't have that yet.
And make sure to go over to check out Mr. Surfing Cowboy. He's been doing a bit of ATS and Dinkum recently.
Oh,
You can track with your head up. For me, that's a big thing. Okay.
Tracking sucks in that game regardless. I
it's real, Jim.
I I rage quit it yesterday
Ooh.
because I'm tired of shooting animals, going to right where I shot them because I marked them before I shot them, knowing I hit them and not having any blood trails.
So it still has a bit of work then.
Or finding one piece of blood. When I rage quit yesterday, I found a piece of blood. It was pink. It was bubbly. It was, I knew I had a lung shot. I couldn't find the second one. I walked around for about an hour and a half looking for a second blood spot and could not find it.
An hour and
And
a
then,
half. Wow. That's
yeah,
a long
right
time.
around the area. That is a long time. And that's when I said, heck with this.
Not too bad being awake
Oh,
since
man.
4 a.m. So dead tired. And you're very welcome, buddy.
With having the sense on to try to find them. But you know what? I shot it near the river, and that whole river line is covered with other stuff, so I couldn't tell. Maybe he was running,
Yeah.
with
Or
need zones. Maybe he was running through the need zone, but I could not
Um,
find it for the life of me, a second blood.
yeah,
I had that problem when I shot one in the river too. I wonder if it's the river that's the issue.
I can honestly say I'm not
No,
into hunting games.
pretty much the tracking sucks.
That's for sure.
All right, gentlemen, I got to run. I got like $8,000 worth of invoices I got to drop off.
Ooh, all right, Mr.
Yes,
Well, you
sir.
Jabber.
enjoy dropping them off.
Well, the
Yep.
better part is in 30 days when I get paid.
That's
Yeah.
always the best part. Yep.
Yeah, then I
Yes,
have to
indeed.
talk to my accountant and say, pay my taxes.
Can
Yep.
confirm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all have a good one. I'll catch
All
up with you
right.
later.
Bye.
Have a
You
good one.
too.
See ya.
And let's give Mr. Jababo a final shout out. Make sure to check him out when he goes live next. Obviously, we'll be streaming at some point the Premiere Pack.
Yeah, when you track for 700 yards, he just did a 10-yard circle and I couldn't find where he left that area. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
The tracking is too frustrating,
Yeah. I wonder if there's.
especially when I went. The first 3 hours was me trying to find that deer. I finally found it.
I wonder if it's bugged at all. Like, I wonder if there's some adjustments they need to make. Maybe.
I'll pick it up when they do the next update and see what they did.
I don't know.
But for me, every time I play the game, I just wish I was playing Call of the Wild or the Hunter Classic instead.
I just reloaded the game. I was watching another guy play it. I'm like, I think I want to play. I was watching a guy who got a 5-star duck.
You know what would be awesome? If Call of the Wild added the reserve, you know, the genetics like to the reserve.
all right, yeah.
That's the best part about that you control what animals spawn and how they grow up.
Yeah. I need to open up more of the map. I'm limited by where it's the area I've got.
Yeah, what did you think of the multiplayer aspect of it, Wheels? I know you were playing it
Broken.
with yeah, it's broken.
It's not ready yet. It would be very cool if they fixed it,
Mm.
but they got some issues to work out. Frankly, there's basic game core elements of it that don't work.
Right. Yeah, 'cause I know you were playing
Yeah,
with
no fast forwarding time in multiplayer is really lousy.
or sleeping as well, wasn't
Who
it?
wants to hunt? Especially because the time goes pretty slow in that game. Who wants to hunt all night long? It's not good for streamers, that's for sure.
What was it, Farmer James one that you were with, Mr. Wheels? Yeah, horrible.
The game has great potential, but I gotta see where it goes.
The more I watch it being played, the more I'm starting to dislike it. Ah. I'm sure once they've done a few updates, it'll be an alright game for those who like hunting. But yeah, definitely not something I'd probably ever play, to be honest. What game doesn't come out with issues? That's for sure.
Oh, it came out with issues.
Yeah.
All games do.
Yep. Very, very true. Yeah, because Grumpy Dwarf, you play Hunter Call of the Wild, don't you? Whatever it is. Call of the Wild. A lot.
I don't know. It's more realistic by all means, but I don't know if I want a more realistic where I have to sit there all day to find one deer.
Yeah. I suppose because obviously they've got certain times for where the animals are going to be. Obviously, once you get into that routine, it's kind of repetitiveness. You know where they're going to be. You can just go there, shoot, get back.
Yeah. But I don't know if the tracking is an issue or just that's the way they intend it to be.
Yeah. It's a weird one. Issues are easy to find on release. It goes from a 100 test to yeah, exactly. KW. Yep. Could kill a stream. Yeah. Aye. Very, very true. Especially obviously at the minute, obviously where a lot of people are on holiday, you're not really getting the viewers. Even um, normal streamers like Mr. Dave, obviously his numbers are down a lot with the summer holidays at the minute. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. But also, I was watching a video on YouTube earlier, and it was actually saying by mixing things up and having different games could help bring in people as well to check out new games. I know since my daughter's been streaming the last few weeks, I've had about 3 or 4 people commenting and messaging me after the streams saying I really liked your stream, like the look of the game that she was playing, the Jurassic World Evolution 2. So yeah, so it's definitely introducing people to these other games, which is quite nice. Obviously, like it is only, well, it's not even a week old yet, I think. So yeah, give it a few updates, and I'm sure it'll be definitely playable and stuff on a stream. Yeah, very true, KW. Yep, very.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. I like the graphics. I like a lot of things about it. It just frustrates me.
Mm. Yeah, even though I don't play that sort of game, it does look like
Because,
a good game.
yeah, because I could go on there and play for 4 or 5 hours and accomplish absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That's that's the part that frustrates me.
Yep, definitely.
Like last night. I have to kill 5 mule deer lower than 40%. That's the quest I'm working on. And I shot him. Couldn't find the darn thing.
Mm.
The first
Yeah.
one. Interestingly enough, the night before I had to do the heart shot on a whitetail, and I got that like in 20 minutes. So that, I guess
Yep. How
that
you
was
doing, Darius?
pretty good.
Actually, I need to get some more water. And thank you very much for the stretch and the hydrate. I just actually just jumped up and got some more water, so there's my stretch and here's my hydrate. Ah, much appreciated, buddy. But yeah, I'm probably good. Like I said, I'm probably going to be streaming over the weekend. A bit of, well, not quite sure yet whether it's going to be Ark Survival, but obviously more, I should say my daughter will be, or Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
bud.
Darius.
Just been lurking
Darius.
away.
Yeah, it's allowed.
And hats off to you too, Surfing Cowboy. Yeah.
Surfing, I think I don't know, was he here for my Dinkum stream yesterday? I think I was too early for him. He was asking when I was going to do it again, and I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah, like 5-hour stream yesterday, wasn't you? Yeah, I don't remember seeing him in chat actually. Might have missed it.
I think he missed it.
Yeah, if you want any hints and tips, definitely check out Dave's streams for Dinkum. He has got one amazing setup already going over there, so yep. Nope, didn't even know you
Yeah, I
was
did a
doing
Dinkum
this.
stream yesterday. 5 hours, too. It was fun.
Yep. Yeah, you got quite a lot done actually.
Yeah, I did. I even did a little bit this morning. I got up real early this morning. I feel accomplished already.
Well done.
I got my grocery order in by, that'll tell you. My groceries arrived at 10:30 a.m. and I ordered them this morning.
Wow. Impressive.
I
Wow.
said I got it. Yeah,
Dave got up
exactly.
early.
I got up at like 8:30 because I went to bed at 9. Well, actually, I went to bed at 7 and then I woke up for about an hour and then went back to bed.
It's about what time I went to bed last night. I was in bed early. Even after having a nap yesterday.
So I got
As long as I stay awake,
up
I'll be
early.
doing one later today.
First thing said, I want to order my groceries so I can get them before I go stream today, or I won't have anything to eat after the stream. But then again, I am ordering groceries. I got to put this on the calendar. I am ordering groceries for now on at that same time slot every day because that girl that does my groceries when I order early, she's wonderful. Not bad to look at, but no, she's wonderful. She gets she she whenever I get she gets everything right. She takes her time. She gets it fast, but she gets everything. You know, she doesn't do a lot of substitutes like some people.
Yeah.
Some people you get are just lazy, so if they can't find something in like 2 seconds, they'll just substitute it with something. But she's really good.
Yeah, I gotta love those. I don't
Or
want
they'll
to have
just
to actually work for this.
yeah. And she's the only one that knows exactly to pull up in front of my door, which is in the back of the building, instead of the front porch, which is
Does
Does
she know Lua?
Lua, Dave?
I don't know if she's single. She's probably late 30s. You know, At least it'd
There we
be
go.
older than my last girlfriend. And then
Marshmallows.
I don't know if she knows Lua. I'm gonna ask her next time. Do you know Lua? Who's Lua? No, it's a programming language. She'll ask,
Would
who's
you be
Lua?
willing to learn?
Alright then. Well, that's that done. So, 15, 20 minutes. So I'm just going to leave the bales out on the field to ferment. Obviously, once they're ready, I can then put them into storage there. And so let's get this taken back. Wow, do that a bit wide. So.
I'm gonna just say, I think you'd make a great computer programmer. And it's just, oh, I have a little bit of, because she attention to detail. I'll
Yep.
just throw that out there, see if she says anything.
You're getting there. Growing. I want it to be harvestable.
Sorry, I got a phone call, Billy, when you were...
You're good.
Yeah, I was playing with Farmer James. Back
Yeah.
to that, which you asked me, yeah.
Alright, yeah. Thought it was.
The funnest part about multiplayer was turning the Jeep into a mobile turret, which wasn't intended. You see, James has a way of taking things that weren't intended in a game and making them a thing.
Yeah.
That's where it rubbed off on you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Got that.
a piece of work.
Expand there. You
It's a dream alive.
find at the minute.
Yep.
A couple of fields I want to plough together, so I'll probably get that done next. Actually, ready. Da-da-da. Right, slowing down. Bam.
I think I just need to spend some time opening up the map in the game.
Yeah.
Because when the wind's blowing the wrong direction, you got to have another way to travel, because you can smell you downwind.
Yep. Right. Okay.
It's
where are
VE.
you?
I gotta make sure I spell Vermeer right in my title.
Oh, that's right. You're
Yes, you do.
so I'll be doing that later tonight or tomorrow afternoon, sometime. Maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know.
Okay, one other way, other way.
VERMEER, I think.
It sounds about right.
Vermeer.
Come here, because you've just gone over the same stuff again.
Somebody was telling me the unique thing about the round baler is you don't have to move forward. Like, it'll discharge the bale without you having to move. Like,
Oh, will it? Ah,
That's one of the things I wanted to test out, the auto discharge, because they never showed us that.
yeah.
yeah. That's what somebody was telling me, but on both of them, both balers are like that.
Yeah, I thought as much.
What's really cool in real life is you can, when they detach the baler from the actual vehicle part to check it and maintenance and stuff, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a neat machine, man.
Yeah. I wonder how long before somebody does like a fast baler version of it.
Don't know.
Because I think that'd be kind of
Long
cool.
time, seeing as it's a locked DLC.
Yeah. But it wouldn't take much to take the fast baler
Crack
and
it
add
open.
it to, yeah, crack it.
Well, you'd have to crack it. You'd have to be dishonest.
Yep.
And no, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Could you take like the fast baler itself that's currently released and add it to a tractor? Who knows?
The
didn't
one
know that.
that's released, you could add it to something that you could add it to another baler, but not one that's locked up
Yeah.
that you don't have access to.
Ooh, there's some deer. Deer.
I got some
Oh
Are
pretty.
you
dear.
white? Are you whitetail? That's the question.
Does it have
Please
a
be.
white butt?
They're too. Um,
It's usually a pretty good way of determining if it's a whitetail.
they're too far away.
Right.
Mules have white butts sometimes too, apparently, according to the storyline.
Yes. Oh, they're gone. Did they run? Aw.
Right.
Why would they have ran? I'm like 400 yards away.
Better.
It's exactly the problem. Spook
You made
distance is
noise.
ridiculous.
I
So
walked about 3 feet.
that is my other
Don't step on the
gripe.
stick.
My other gripe, and I've heard other people gripe about the same thing too. You got this wonderful, beautiful map, but you can't hunt in the woods because there's no possible way you could see the 300 yards that they spook at, you know,
Yeah.
or 200 yards. Even 200 yards in front of you, you got to be able to, and you don't have a tree stand. So what are you going to do? Just sit there in the woods and wait?
Hmm.
Do
I've
they have
come by.
calls and stuff like that that you can use?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. They do.
Yeah, but I find the calls haven't worked either.
Um,
I don't I don't know if
now,
it's I honestly don't think the calls reach out the distance past the spook distance.
now I have gotten within 200 yards of some deer in the woods, and
Oh, yeah, if you're crawling all the time. Not crawling, but crouching and walking slow.
oh, those are mule deer. I need a whitetail.
Get a little bit more of that field.
There could be whitetail. Should I just forget it and shoot at the female mule deer?
Guess hunting
I don't
is
know.
a waiting game. Yep, that it is. And how you doing, Mr. Cope? Welcome back, buddy. I'm not doing too bad, thanks. And yourself?
Well, let's see how Call of the Wild does on August 31st with the fishing game.
Ooh, yeah, fishing.
Yep, that's gonna be fun. I mean, I got a good shot at this one right here. I mean,
But there should be fine. Oops. Should be okay there. Perfect, I think. Nice.
I spooked them. Oh, I need to go eat.
Yep. So we'll bring that up a little bit more. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Fine.
Cope.
A couple of those trees taken out.
That doesn't sound good. Wishing you the best there.
Yeah. Mr. Cope, dude. Yeah, definitely hope you feel better soon, mate. Definitely, buddy. Apart from that tree there. Just trying to think how I want to have this area. Okay, I think I see. But yes, it's funny how long poly game can be.
Oh, low poly game may
Yep.
more rewarding to play. Well, it depends on the big game.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Very, very cool.
Well, Dinkum's lower poly, but it's still a good game.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's not, I don't know if it's lower poly, just different art style, really.
Yeah, it's a interesting game, that's for sure. Definitely. Let's bring that across.
Now, Minecraft, that's a low poly, and that's no fun for me to play.
Oh, we all know you don't like Minecraft. That's more of a swear word to you.
Yep.
Wrong way. That way.
And I would never even touch Stardew Valley, even though people say they like it, but looking at those graphics, they hurt my eyes.
Never heard of it. Well, I've heard of it because obviously T Miller mentioned about it the other day, and I think a couple other people have, but yeah, not my sort of game. To be honest, I really don't know what sort of games I like. I've had quite a mixture over the years, mainly fighting games, to be honest.
It's addictive.
Nice one. But yeah, Mr. Cope, if you need anything, let us know as well. Obviously, I know I'm not anywhere near you guys, but yeah, if you need any help with anything, just ask. You know where we are. Yeah.
Oh, nice. LPN. Yeah, that helps. Having an LPN for a wife if you're
Yep.
sick. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Definitely. What's LPN out of curiosity?
Licensed practice. What is it? Licensed practical nurse? Or licensed practicing nurse? Or I forget what the heck it is.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
It's a step below the RN, which is a registered
Registered
nurse.
nurse. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Got
think
ya.
it's licensed practitioner nurse or something.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
something like that.
I hate all these abbreviations for things.
Yeah, she's in school in
Yeah.
her time off time for a registered nurse. I got a
Right.
brother-in-law and a nephew that are both RNs in the local hospital here.
Right. So I need
One's in the
you.
cardiac unit, so you would have met him if you were out here, that's for sure.
Cross bit. No, we need you to be further across. Somewhere about there, I
And my
think.
nephew, I think he might be in the same thing. I know has a pretty decent. You know what's funny is my brother-in-law went to school for 6 years and got a marine biology degree.
Nice.
Started working as a marine biologist and just didn't care for it because you spend too much time by yourself and not really doing anything other than lab work.
Yeah.
So he went back to school to become an RN. So he has like I think he has 12 years of college,
Wow.
but he enjoys being an RN much more so.
They want to promote her to administrator of the facility, but she. All right. Yeah.
Yep. I think it's time for me to hit the go live button. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah, a lot of people say that I've got like healing hands and stuff. I don't know about that.
Healing hands.
Yeah, because obviously in well, my mum's side of things, they're very spiritual. I suppose the best way to put it. Um, and obviously my mum, she wasn't really a healer of suches, but a lot of people found that whenever they were around her, they'd feel a lot better. I think it's just her personality, to be honest. But they say the same thing
Mm-hmm.
about me. Whenever they're around me, they find themselves a little more relaxed, chilled. I don't know why. I'm freaking stress head. I am. Yeah. They all said that I should have gone into like nursing or something like that. So, yeah. But No, I kind of went
Have your
complete.
alpaca tractor? So you have an alpaca tractor?
Kelp does, yeah. I haven't actually done one myself yet, but it was in one of his streams a while ago. I sort of jumped in, was having a chat with him, and he actually was showing off how he adds skins to some of the tractors. And he
Oh
actually
yeah. Mhm.
did an alpaca one that's kind of cool. That was very, very cool. But yeah, you can take any picture and just throw it onto like a tractor. That is something definitely good. Positive energy could be, yeah, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people said I should have got into like a medical field or something when I was younger, but it just didn't fancy doing that sort of thing. It seemed like a lot of work for very little reward.
You
Whereas,
have to
yeah,
you have to have one of the be one of those people that is rewarded by helping people,
yeah.
you
Well, the
know?
weird thing is, obviously nowadays, obviously, I'm kind of in that field anyway, because obviously I do look after my wife full time, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I suppose it eventually will come around anyway. So yeah, there we go. So obviously I try and keep her well and as could be, I suppose is the best way to put it, and as comfortable. Yeah, at some point we're
All
going to
right.
be. Oh, you must
Four
be
and a half minutes.
recording.
I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. I'll be back.
Alrighty. Yeah, at some point, end of September, we're getting a lot of work done on the flat that we live in. So there may be a week or a couple of weeks where I won't be streaming, guys, just so you are aware. I think it's the 21st is when it starts, which is Wednesday. So 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and then the following week. So there's a chance that I won't be live for that week only. May try and get at least something in over the weekend. On the 24th, I think it's the Saturday or the Sunday. Obviously, I'll let you guys know anyway closer to the time. Right, so let's drop you there. Right, are you all sorted? Nope, you missed a few bits. So we'll get these last few bits. And what I would do is bring up Mr. Dave's stream so I can keep an eye on that counter of his.
Every time I go to a Simmons bar,
Oh, shush. There we go. But what am I missing? Dave didn't see that. No positive energy. Ah, right, yeah. Alright, so let me mute that a sec. But I've got 2.5 minutes, okay. Coolio. Alrighty then. Yeah, I do need. There's a few other things I want to do, like combine these at some point. I think this time around I'll probably leave it and do it the next time. I have to do a half seeding and stuff. Oh, I missed that bit. Ooh, missed a bit right there. So the thing with these machines is they do seem to miss a lot of little parts when they turn around. So it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. There we go. And you're 52%. So let me empty that out and then I'll get that started on the next field. Yeah, so that critter mod, I know Mr. Henry Hook, or Uncle Henry, what you want to call himself nowadays, keeps mentioning about it in some of the chats there. The critters mod, obviously I'm currently running it at the minute. and quite liking actually hearing some different animals. When it does get darker, you do get like firebugs coming out. There we go, which is kind of cool, right, in certain areas. But yeah, definitely like it. I believe he's going to be showing off the Vermeer pack today, and probably just a bit of gameplay. But who knows?
42 seconds, but
42.
yes,
Yep.
Vermeer Pack and gameplay today.
Okay, so
Possibly that work tomorrow. We'll
save
see.
save that then, and let me jump over to my ending screen. Obviously, don't want you guys to miss anything Mr. Dave is doing today. So obviously, big huge thank you. First of all to Silvis for the $50 donation. You are absolutely amazing if you're still out there, buddy. Also, follow from Purge Life FTW, and then the resub from at Linux. Love you guys. So, obviously, you'll probably be back over the weekend with my daughter, as I mentioned, and you're not shown on my list. So let me type you in. There you are. So hopefully tomorrow or Sunday, myself and my daughter will be streaming together again. But obviously, I will be in streams between now and then with Mr. Dave, obviously. I'm probably jumping off in a minute just to grab an ice cream. But till next time, guys, stay safe, stay well. Bye for now. Oh crap! Forgot to hit the button. Incoming.